Welcome to Kathryn Raaker's World. Innovation, culture, adventure, fashion and health, artists, destinations, traditions. This is Kathryn Raaker's World.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of Kathryn Raaker's World and Let's Just Talk, our syndicated television show and radio show. Our guest today is Felicity Martin. She is the North Texas High School Rodeo Association Queen. She's a sophomore from Boyd, Texas. She competes in barrel racing, and her dad is a joke fanatic. I love it. Welcome to our show. It's so good to see you again.
Oh, thanks for having me.
We actually met in Dallas, Texas at the Air Power Foundation event, and you are the youngest of them all, right?
Yes.
Tell me, how old are you?
I'm 16 this year.
16. Sweet 16, right? Right.
Exactly.
You know, as a rodeo queen, what do you do, and what are rodeo queens? And they're not just gorgeous queens. They do a lot, right?
Oh, yes.
Let's hear about it.
There's so much to it. So basically, we represent the Western heritage, so that way, you know, everyone can really learn and be educated on rodeo and what it is. So, for example, for me, I go to different events and just spread the word about the rodeo community. I represent the North Texas High School Rodeo Association at different events and, you know, a grand entry and things like that. So really, we're just representatives and goodwill ambassadors for rodeo.
Well, let me ask this question. How old were you when you got involved with rodeo, and why?
So I started rodeo when I was around 7 years old. I started riding. I know people who have started as little as like 2 or 3 years old, and people who started way later. And really, it's just because I liked the connection with the animal and being able to, you know, run as one and compete. It's so much fun, and I really enjoy the community.
What has this experience, being a queen and a princess or whatever before, what has it meant to you, and what have you really learned from it?
Really, it's been an amazing experience. I've gotten to meet so many great people and just gotten to do so many cool things. And I've learned a lot of great skills, for example, public speaking skills. Before, I wouldn't have been able to do something like this, come on a great show like this, and, you know, just be able to talk. And so it's been an amazing learning experience.
So your parents encourage all of this, correct? They're always with you, because I've worked with racing kids.
Oh, absolutely.
On the, you know, the courses and stuff like that, and it's the same thing. It's really a family work in progress, right?
Oh yeah, that's the great part about the rodeo community, is that it's really a community and everyone's there for each other. I wouldn't be able to do this without my parents or the Queen's Committee there backing me every step of the way.
Now tell me, what goes on beyond this? Can you tell me?
So beyond this, you know, wait, could you rephrase that?
Like, for instance, you're going to go on to college, right?
Oh, yes.
You're going to go on to college, and do you still compete as a queen during that period of time, or what?
So I can. Right now, I'm available. I can do teen titles, but beyond that, there's things like Miss Rodeo Texas, Miss Rodeo America, Miss Rodeo USA. So there's lots of pageant opportunities for people like in their 20s.
Oh, wow, that's great. What is the hardest part of being a queen?
For me, it's been getting this dang hair to work, because for queens, you know, my hair is pinned straight, so it's getting the big old curls and the 80s wings. It's a whole process.
How long does that take you to do that?
Oh my gosh, about an hour at least for the
hair. An
hour. Just for the hair.
And what about the makeup?
The makeup, that's another hour.
So what time do you get up in the morning to do all this?
This morning, it was 5.
That's probably when I was going to bed, okay? So I'm a night person.
Yeah, it didn't, same here. It didn't help that I stayed up till 12 watching Netflix.
Oh, you were? Oh, wow. Let me ask you, what's your favorite thing to do besides the rodeo?
Oh my gosh, where do I start?
Hobbies.
Yes, so I am in the varsity band at my school. I play alto saxophone. I'm in one-act play. I do writing for like UIL academics competitions. I make art, and I'm in FFA, so I show goats.
What's FFA?
The Future Farmers of America.
Okay, so you actually like to farm, right? Right?
So FFA, it sounds like that. They've changed it to the Future Farmers of America organization to really represent everything that goes on. Like there's public speaking events, there's, of course, you show animals, there's livestock judging. It's way beyond just farming, which is a really cool thing about that.
So what's your favorite thing as far as that part of the association?
My favorite thing this year has been showing goats. I just started, and it's been amazing.
And goats are a lot of fun. Do you like goat milk? No, I'm asking that question. Do you?
I'm not sure. I don't show dairy goats. I show market goats.
Oh, market goats. Let's talk about the difference between market goats and dairy goats.
Yes.
Go right ahead.
So market goats are bred for meat, so they're judged based on structure, and then dairy goats, obviously, as the name suggests, they're bred for their milk. And so, for dairy, really.
Okay, I got it. So, were you in a video by any chance that roped a goat?
I think. Roped a goat?
Yeah. Do you do any of that? You don't do that in rodeo, right?
No. I have done breakaway, but no, nothing roping goats.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know. Let's talk about what you say to little girls that you meet that want to be just like you. What do you tell them
Really,
when they want to grow up?
really just to go for it. Whatever your passion is, go for it. There's a lot of people that don't, and that's really the biggest hindrance, because you can achieve anything as long as you believe in yourself.
When you first started, were you really had a lot of confidence in it, or were you a little shy?
Oh, I was definitely a little shy, but courage is not the absence of fear, it's what you do in spite of it. So really, it's just pushing through.
And you've had a lot of experiences in the last year or two meeting vets.
Yes.
And you interviewed them, didn't you? And that was pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And meeting them,
definitely.
especially the older ones that were from Vietnam and World War II. I don't think you met anybody from World War II, did you?
I don't think so, but
Right.
yeah, it's just hearing their life story was, wow, it was surreal.
Surreal. So what would you like to do this year? What are your goals for this year and the coming year?
My goals, so I'm looking at running for Miss Teen Rodeo Texas, so that way I can continue in this, being able to represent the rodeo community. I've loved this whole experience, and so that's my biggest goal rodeo-wise.
So were you a queen when you were 15? What were you, a princess at 14?
So my freshman year, I was the princess of the Boyd rodeo team. And then right after that, that's when I had the honor of winning this title.
Wow. What does it take to win the titles? Tell us.
So for this one, you go through a whole process. There's a horsemanship competition, a rulebook test, there's impromptu questions, an interview, and then there's also a speech that you give in front of around 400 people.
So meeting all the different people that you've met, is there anyone that really stands out to you as being so honored to meet? Or are they all together?
It's really all together. Just the community as a whole, and rodeo is amazing. Just all one people.
So when you go to rodeo, like in racing, they have RVs that come to the actual competition. Is that similar?
Yes, pretty similar. So we'll have like horse trailers with living quarters. A lot of people will bring, which is really nice for me to be able to sit in there in the AC, especially in Texas where it gets like 110 degrees. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we'll bring out our living quarters, or they'll bring their portable fans or heaters out to the stands.
Right. So do you compete all year round?
For high school rodeo, not quite. You have a break pretty much during the summer, at least for our organization. Mm-hmm. And then the rest of the year we're competing, but there's always rodeos going on year round. There's not really a rodeo season.
How tough is it to do your studies plus do this? Is it hard?
Yes, it's been difficult finding that balance, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
Right. So what do your friends in high school think of what you do?
They think it's awesome because I'm at a pretty small school where everyone knows everyone, and so it's been cool. They thought it was awesome.
They thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting. Let me ask you this question. What your parents think?
They've been really proud, and they've really been there for me every step of the way.
Right. And let me ask this question. You have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have a little brother.
You have a little brother. What does he think of it? Does he want to do rodeo as well?
Oh, no, he is not a rodeo person.
Okay.
But he's been dragged to way too many barrel races for that. But he does karate, but he's really cool. He's supportive, and he loves it.
So can you explain to my audience barrel racing?
Yes. So barrel racing is a timed event where the fastest time wins. You go in what's called a clover pattern, where there's 3 barrels, and you basically race around them as fast as you can.
Wow. And so you've won that?
Yes, I have about 12 world titles in like APHA, like Paint Horse Association, AQHA with quarter horses. And then I'm doing really well this year too. Hopefully I'll make it to finals for the high school rodeo.
How tough is it to work with the horses?
It's difficult. Every horse is different, but really it's amazing. It's
So
fun.
you don't use your own horse, definitely, right?
I use my own horses.
You use your own.
Yes.
Okay.
You can borrow horses, some people will, but I personally have 2 barrel horses that I switch out.
Oh, okay. And they're really friendly, right?
Oh yeah, well one's kind of a fire-breathing dragon when he gets in the alley, but the other one's a teddy bear.
The teddy bear.
Yes.
Which one do you like to work with the most? The teddy bear?
The teddy bear,
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I figured.
but the dragon's faster.
The dragon's faster. So you've won a lot of titles with both of them, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So let me ask you, what's next in your life?
So I'm looking at, I'm only a sophomore this year, so I still have a ways, but I'm looking at going to medical school, maybe in Cornell, because I want to be able to volunteer with Doctors Without Borders
Oh, wonderful.
and travel the world, really.
Travel the world. That would be absolutely exciting, I think, for you.
Definitely.
So, we want to thank you for joining us today. We want to watch your career and hopefully interview you very soon again.
Oh, I love that.
And so what's the rest of the week look like for you, or the next couple of days?
So we'll be here around Tennessee, and we're going on several, myself and then the rest of the Rodeo Queen Court. We'll be going on different talk shows and making appearances just up here, up north.
Okay, that's awesome. Is this the first time you've been up north?
It's the first time I've been to Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's all right. Thank you so very much.
Thank
you for joining me today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
And it was been really exciting, and thank you. We're back on Kathryn Raaker's World, and Let's Just Talk. And I have the sweetest, cutest gal. Her name is Natalie Morgan. She sits on the youth board of directors for the North Texas Rodeo Foundation. Now, there's an association and a foundation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're part of all of that, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So where are you? You're in high school, right?
Senior in high
So
school, yes, ma'am.
you're a what? A senior?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Tell me a little bit about you and how you became part of the youth board. Can you do that for me?
So I was in elementary school, and I had a teacher who constantly told me that she wanted me to be in the rodeo. And as soon as I got into middle school, she still was on it. And then as soon as I got into high school, she told me to come to a meeting, and I did, and I joined the rodeo. And then I got told to be on the board, and so that's.
It's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Yes.
So how long have you been riding horses?
I've been riding horses my whole life, but I started barrels and pulls this will be my second year.
Second year. So tell me what year you're in high school.
This is my 12th year.
You're a senior.
Yes.
Awesome. That's a pretty exciting year in itself, right?
Yes.
I would
Very
think
exciting.
so. So you compete in barrels and poles?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us a little bit about that. Can you tell my audience a little bit about barrels and
Yes.
poles?
So barrels is kind of like a baseball if you want to. There's first base, second base, and a third base. So you go to first, second, and then go to third, then you go in the middle. And you go as fast as you can. with poles, there's 6 poles, and they're like 7 feet apart. You run all the way straight down. You weave, you like spin around, and you weave through them, spin around again, weave through them, and then you run home as fast as you can.
Wow. So you do horse judging?
Yes.
Now tell us a little bit about horse judging.
So horse judging is there's like Western pleasure you get to judge. There's like jump horses, you get to race them. I mean, you get to judge them, and there's like you get to judge quarter horses, like all types of breeds, and you just watch them and you kind of
That sounds
what you think is the
exciting.
best, your opinion, basically.
So you work as an internship as an equine vet associate, or do you want to be a
Yes.
veterinarian?
Yes.
I thought so. So how long, you're going to go to vet school, right?
Yes.
So you go to college and then vet school, is that what it is?
Well, the certified that I'm going to be certified after high school is I'll be like certified vet tech. So then I want to go to a community college and then go on to a higher college to get more.
Oh, that's pretty exciting.
advanced.
Yeah, you're going to community college first. Are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
excited about that?
Yes, I'm excited.
And then you said you're going to transfer to a major college.
Yes.
Okay, so that you can do that. What has been your fastest time, girl, been running barrels? Let's hear that.
16.2 seconds.
Excuse me?
Yes, it's fast.
I'm just getting on the horse at the 16.
Yes.
And it's a funny experience, believe me.
Yes. It's
What
fast.
is your horse's name, and how long have you had the horse?
Okay. His name is Emmett. I've had him 2 years, and me and him have come a long way. He's like a dynamite in a small package, just like me.
Like you, right?
Yes.
Like me,
He's
right?
small and-
Okay, now if I could learn how to ride horses, that would be great, you know? So, is it hard? Is your horse, how tall is your horse, or how
He's
many
like
feet?
14.2 hands. He's small. but
He's small.
Fast.
Okay. But he's fast. How long
Yes.
did it take for you to teach him what you needed to do?
we bought him, he was already trained.
Oh, that's good.
So I was training myself how to do
Makes
it.
it easier?
Yes.
So, anyhow, did you tell me what your horse's name was?
Emmett.
Emmy?
Emmett.
Emmett. Oh, it's
Yes.
a boy, not
Yes,
a girl.
it's a
Okay,
boy.
that makes it. How many horses do you have?
So I have 6 and then 1 in the oven who's probably going to come tonight.
Who's going to be coming tonight? Who's going to be there to get him?
My dad.
Your dad. Okay. All
There's
right.
a store.
It's being on you have a horse farm apparently, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right. So actually, I used to live in England, and we had horses on the property, but we had a lot of cows. My kids had never been on a farm. You've always lived on a farm, right?
My whole life? Yes,
Your
ma'am.
whole life.
Yes.
So you basically have horses. Is that it?
Yes.
Nothing more.
We have chickens, and
Chickens.
some dogs, and some
Yeah.
barn cats.
And barn cats. So what's your favorite? Or is there?
Horses and dogs.
Horses and dogs.
Yes.
Anyhow, tell me, you are on this wonderful board.
Yes.
What are your main duties besides judging? Can you tell me that?
So I just fill in, like if the treasurer's not here, I fill in, or I do just fill in whoever's not here, their spots, and
And you get it. And they love you because you do that, right?
yes.
And so how many people are basically on the board?
There's about 4.
4?
Yes.
That's it?
4 spots. Yes.
Okay, that's good, right? You don't have
Yes.
to deal with a lot of people that way, right?
No.
So do you judge also the queens and the princesses, or just you just do
the
horses?
Yes.
Oh, that's easy. Then they don't get upset, do they? No.
No.
Right. Well, people do sometimes. you
Yes.
know, especially if you're judging them, right? So, what do you want to do in the future? Since you're a senior this year, and let's see, it is March. You're pretty close to graduating, right?
Yes.
When do you graduate this
In
year?
May.
In May.
May 30th.
May 30th.
Yes.
So then what are you going to do during the summertime?
Probably get a job and probably
get a
get
job?
ready
Okay.
for college.
College. Excited. Do you know where you're going to college?
TCU.
Okay, that's good. So basically, so the future for you is veterinary school, correct?
Yes.
And what else would you like to do?
That's
it? Get married, have kids, any of that stuff? Yeah.
Down the road.
Yeah, someday. Got to get all this other stuff done first.
Yes.
And that takes a little time, right?
Yes.
So anyhow, let me say this. What do you do outside of the rodeo, and what are your hobbies?
So me and my family like to go off-roading.
Oh, my family does that too. Not me, not my husband, but all my nephews and nieces.
Yes.
In Texas, you have a lot of places to do that, don't you?
Yes, a lot.
A lot. Do you do that every weekend maybe, or not?
No, not every weekend. Maybe once a month, maybe.
What did you think of the land here? I mean, I've been in Murray now overnight, and on the way down, a lot of country, a lot of farms here, right?
Yes, it's beautiful.
And lakes.
It's pretty, yes.
So what
Very
did you
pretty.
think so far of Nashville?
It's pretty. I like it.
You like it?
Yes.
That is. So I live on this side of the world, you know,
Oh, wow.
but I live up. I live in Cincinnati,
Oh, wow.
real close to the river, right? And it's really beautiful there too. So I hope you come someday.
I
hope you do.
try.
So let's talk about what you do besides that. What did you call that stuff that you drive on a thing? And what's that called?
Off-roading?
Off-roading. Okay. What do you do besides off-roading? Crafting, anything?
I like to hang out with my family. And we go to lakes and
And fish
go
and all
camping.
that stuff?
Yes.
Fishing. See, I like fishing. My
Yes.
husband doesn't like fishing, so I have to get one of my nephews or my brothers or somebody
Yeah,
else to go fishing. Do you like to fish a lot?
I went on a trip with my brother. We went all day fishing out in Florida. So it was really fun. Yes,
wow,
I like
a lot of fun. So anyhow, you know, it's such a pleasure meeting you. You're so cute.
Thank you.
Small packages really mean a lot, believe me.
Thank you.
And just a beauty. And I'm wishing you all of the best in the coming years. You're going to be a radio and television star one day. You watch.
Thank you.
I mean, seriously, you really have the natural, you're very natural at it, right? Did you notice that? Now, what do your parents, what's their nickname for you?
Great girl.
Great girl, not pumpkin? No, great girl. Great
Yes.
girl. So, are you the oldest?
I'm the baby.
You're the baby. Oh,
Yes.
that's a great spot to be in.
Yes.
Because I'm the oldest, and it's not the great spot to be in, of 7 kids.
Oh, wow.
Long time, right. So anyhow, I want to thank you so much for joining me
Thank you for
today.
having me.
And you are a pleasure, and I'll be seeing you again,
Yes.
okay? Because I've kind of volunteered with this organization, okay?
Yes,
So you'll
ma'am.
see me again.
Yes.
So we, do you have a website yet?
Yes.
You do? Awesome.
For-
Tell our audience what it is.
Oh, not me, but for the team. There's
Go
a
right
website,
ahead.
TheNTRF.org has an organization, and you can go in there and see what we're all about and see all of our pictures up on there.
That's going to be pretty exciting. People
Yes.
really need to know about you, and wonderful. You really all of you represent young women, and I know that a lot of little girls and boys, you know, they like to do rodeo, but that's a different story. They really look up to you and really think a lot of you. Do you have a lot of kids that come up to you sometimes?
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's
yes.
pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that tilt your hat thing. I like that. So anyhow, I want to thank you again. Thanks so much.
you
I
for
appreciate it. And our website is letsjusttalkradio.com and KathrynRaakersWorld.com. And someday you'll have to be on my cooking show, which is the Chef You and I.com. Thank you so much for joining us today on Kathryn Raaker's World and Kathryn Raaker's Let's Just Talk. Thank you.